Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Shelter Insurance Agent Grant Baker in Aurora, the Bank of Billings, Laborers Local 663, and Great Southern Bank. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol remind us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Go down to Miller High School, home of the Cardinals, and head coach Tamara Landers of the volleyball team, who's getting ready to make their second consecutive appearance in the Final Four in different classes, I might add, but Class 1 district, sectional, and quarterfinal champion, Miller Lady Cardinals. And Coach Landers, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you for having us.
Coach, you guys, you're 33-3-1. You won 15 in a row. Obviously, you've gotten on a hot streak here. What's kind of contributed to that?
Well, the last part of our season is more of our conference and schools our size. So, that was kind of hopefully anticipated that we would close out the year on a hot streak because we're playing teams. The beginning of the season, we tried to stack to get bigger schools so that we're more prepared, hopefully this year for our run at state. So, I kind of anticipated us ending on the winning streak. You never know, though, when you hit postseason.
You guys, you're here at the end of the season. You're 36, 37 matches into it. Are you relatively healthy at this point?
I don't even want to say, but yes, we are. Right now, we are fairly healthy. We do have 4 seniors, so they have some old lady pains, I think. But other than that, I think we're good.
Now, you guys, you make your way up. Play Friday at 5 p.m. You've got Santa Fe. What do you know about the Santa Fe team?
Right now they're undefeated. So, I know they've played some games. They have one pretty good hitter, and, talking to some people and watching some film, they're pretty solid. I'm just hoping that our overall ability to cover the floor and take care of the ball will help us get past them.
As we go here to some of the young ladies you've got 4 seniors alongside. Here's part of our Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks Athletes of the Week. And we'll start off there with Allie Mitchell, who switched chairs on me thinking that she would confuse me where I wouldn't remember her name. But Allie, hey, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Allie, tell us a little bit about what position you play and what your roles and responsibilities are.
Okay, well, I'm the setter. I've been the setter all 4 years, even through junior high with these girls. So I've learned to run the offense. I learned my hitters' capabilities, and I just try to use each and every one of them to our advantage to help us win games.
As you looked at this schedule coming in, knowing that you were dropping down to Class 1, were there matches that you were particularly looking forward to? Maybe it's a rivalry match. Maybe it's somebody that got you a year ago, or I think everybody knows everybody's going to answer this question the same probably, but who are those matches you were looking forward to coming in?
I was kind of hoping we were going to get to play Lesterville again. They took us out our sophomore year at sectionals, and I really wanted to play them, but they got kicked out, so I guess we don't get to do that. But every single game since it's our senior year, I've been looking forward to every single one, playing with my sisters. I love them to death, so just every game, just making each moment last. That's what I've been looking forward to.
And you've got a few moments ahead of you here coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
What are you doing to kind of get prepared mentally and physically for this week? Now you've been there, so does that help knowing that you were there a year ago? Does that really help kind of ease your mind, so to speak, going into this weekend?
Yes, we know how to prepare ourselves better. We know what worked for us last year. We kind of know the time frames, how it's going to look. It's not as like, this is our only chance to do this. Now we have our second chance or a redemption round. So we kind of know what we're looking for going into it. But we know we got to keep together as a team, because that's how we're going to push through to get that championship, hopefully. But yeah, I think we're prepared.
Very good. And once again, we're visiting with Miller Lady Cardinals volleyball team, seniors on the team. And next to Allie is Kaylee Helton. Kaylee, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What position do you play, and what are your roles and responsibilities?
I am an outside hitter, and I also play left back defense. So every game I have to kill the ball, I have to block, and I have to dig.
So does it depend on where you're at on the floor, or once the ball's in the air, you can go to where you need to be?
Yep, wherever. I just know wherever the ball's at, I know where to be.
All right, let's say the ball's in the air on the other side of the net. What do you think? What are you having to pay attention to that's going to determine what you're going to do? What are you looking for?
I have to look and make sure it's a good pass, so I know if the set is going to be quicker or slower, so that can line the block up good. Or if I'm back row, I need to know how fast the ball is going to be set out there, so I need to know how fast that I need to get to my spot defensively.
All right, very good. Any matches you were looking particularly forward to coming into this season?
Definitely Lesterville. I think we were all hoping that we would end up facing Lesterville again, but the conference games are always good because we have the rivalries in our conference.
Yeah.
So it's always good to go in knowing that we can win. And yeah.
All right. Well, Kaylee, once again, on behalf of Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, congratulations to you and your teammates. And next up, we have Claudia Hadlock.
Hello.
How are you, Claudia?
I'm good.
And I went to elementary school with your uncle.
Yes.
Claudia, tell us a little bit about yourself. What position do you play, and what are your roles?
Okay, so I kind of play the same as Kaylee. I play left back, and I play outside and right side. So when one of our other girls is front row, I'll play right side. But when it's just me front row, me and Emmy, our other middle, I'll play outside. So I just kind of do a little bit of everything, just try to keep the team together. I kind of like to be hype man, be the hype man. Someone gets a kill, I'm like shoving them, like, let's go, like stuff like that. I just like to keep the team intense because the more you're intense, the better chance you have of winning the game. So intensity is one of those big things I like to carry on my back. So.
Well, and how you mentioned you kind of do the same thing as Kaylee, I believe, but how do you know who's going where? I mean, are there like pre-serve signals? I mean, what goes on the floor that will determine where you're going to go, or is it maybe when the ball's already in the air?
Like from the other team, or like on my
On your team? I mean, how do you know where you're going?
Okay, so it depends on what the other team's doing too, but like we watch film a whole lot. I watch film, I break down film, and we talk a lot on our side of the floor. So like when we played Midway, if they had a really good hitter, we would say, hey, 11's right there, right there, right there, right there. So like you just know where she's at all times. So then it helps you on defense, where you need to be. Offense, same thing. You just, I don't know. It's just like we played so long, you just have to know where you're going. But at this point, we're seniors and
Read
playing
each other's minds.
we flow really well. So
Very good. Well, Claudia, also on behalf of Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, congratulations. And our last victim, we've got Allie Mitchell. Allie, how are you?
No, Ashton Kingsley.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
It's
You've got Allie got me. She switched, and I thought I was on
I'm
top
sorry.
of it.
It's always me.
Ashton Kingsley, I am so sorry, but
No, you're fine.
Ashton, tell us a little bit about what position you play and what your roles are.
Okay, so I am a middle hitter / middle blocker. I'd say my main role is definitely blocking. I do hit some, but we have a lot of really talented hitters on our team. And so from the get-go, I pretty much realized that what they needed from me was a good blocker. And so that's what I focused on. So that's pretty much what I try to do, is to be the best blocker I can be.
So the ball's in the air on the other side of the net. What are you watching to determine where you're going to go?
It kind of depends. The setter, sometimes they have tells as to who they're going to set the ball to. So I have to pay attention to them and see if I can figure out where the ball's going before she sets it. And then I have to keep track of like who their best hitter is on the floor and make sure I know where she is. And then I just have to make sure that I track the ball and keep my eyes on it instead of watching the players. And I have to line up to make sure that my defense knows where they need to be behind me.
And ladies, this is kind of for all of you, but what are some moments and maybe funny moments, maybe on the court moments where, or maybe you beat someone this year that, a game that you look back on, or maybe it's a district championship or a sectional or a quarterfinal. What are some of those moments that are really going to stand out to you as seniors that you're not going to forget?
I think the locker room moments are probably
Oh,
Yeah. The
It's just like,
traditions.
yeah, we have like a lot of traditions, and like when we go down the locker room, we listen to music, we get hyped up, and then we do our like little pre-game ritual, so to say. I don't know.
Yeah, I call it a ritual.
But those are probably the most fun moments. And then just like the quarterfinal game we played, we all played extremely well. Like all 6 girls were on fire. And then the people who come off the bench. So all 8 of us, all 9 of us were on fire. And it's like really rare to get that in a volleyball game. One person could be off, but like all 6 of us, all 8 of us were on. And it was just really special to have that. So
I think another thing is that I'm gonna always look back on like how much adrenaline I have during those games, because I don't think I'll ever get that again after high
Yeah.
school.
the adrenaline
So,
rush is
yeah.
unreal.
It's crazy.
So what's on your iPods? What are you guys listening to?
Hey, we listen to a variety. We'll just say that. We like country music though.
Oh, yeah.
We do like country music.
What's
Yeah.
the one we always
Would
listen
you
to?
go with
Would
me?
you go
Would you go with me?
That's a favorite.
That's
We
a
all
good
sing
one.
that one.
Neon Moon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I'll try and pull that up here. But ladies, hey, once again, just on behalf of Chevy Dealers of the Ozark, congratulations. And I know your work's not done. Go up there and bring back the biggest trophy, and we'll get you guys on again next week. Is that all right?
All right, sounds
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Landers, as you look here heading into this, kind of what's the remainder of the week look like? What are you guys going to be focusing on? Obviously, maybe some film and really trying to stay healthy and take care of your bodies.
Yeah, we're gonna, we're just kind of we've been doing it kind of like all year long, treating it kind of like a business. That game's done, move on to the next one. So, we've kind of got to prepare for anybody that we might play. So we basically got 3 teams to prepare for, but mainly we just got to keep playing our game. We feel like that if we play our best, that's all we can do. And we're not going to let the other team dictate. So we want to be the ones dictating what's going to happen. So, we'll practice tonight, we'll practice tomorrow, then we'll leave Thursday morning, and then we'll practice up at Cape on Thursday, and then go Friday, practice on Friday up there. And then hopefully at 6:00, punch our ticket to the state championship game.
Outstanding. Well, I was trying to look up that song while you were. I thought I was going to give you guys an outro, but I can't find it. Ladies, once again, congratulations, and Coach, thanks so much for setting this up, and this worked out well, and hopefully we'll get to we'll visit with you next week. Anyway, you're going to be at least finished in the top 4. Now, nobody gets to play this long, so
Nope.
ladies,
That's what we keep saying. We don't get to play this long, but this year we want to go for the big one.
You bet.
So,
Hey, good luck, Coach Landers. Thanks so much.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hey, you're listening to the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Keep it right here.